Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Backoutbound909, and today, just as I already made a promise to you, to everyone that watching this channel, and especially the last video, I'm going to talk about my very first original character until now I still use him as like the main hero for my story, and also my, as the character, as the main character. Okay, anyway, so first of all, let's talk about context, because I'm pretty sure that if I'm going to show, and which you probably will already see it, if you already look at my Instagram or the easiest way, just the thumbnail. You already see the thumbnail, right? So you already know. And let me add a context. So first thing first, this character is heavily inspired by one of my favorite monsters. It's called Critters. If you don't know Critters, it's basically also the same name, Critters as well. The film, it's from the film Critters as well. It's already like 1986. I forgot. It's actually one of those movies that are considered as a rip-off, or it's a rip-off from the original one. The original one was supposed to be Gremlins, and Critters is a rip-off of Gremlins because it's small, cute, but deadly kind of monster. So yeah, I really love Critters or Krites. So this design is heavily inspired of that. And the original one, let me talk about the original one. If you have already watched Critters 3, which is basically the one when there's Leonardo DiCaprio, when he's really young, played as like the protagonist of the story, the film. There is like this one Critters act as a leader that has like got bleached, so it's like two-faced. Like, first of all, I'm just gonna say, back in the day, like I forgot when, but the very first design that I come up with is like my characters like that Critters, the exact same thing, but both of their eyes can be open. Only the difference is it has two faces, one white and one black, like the one in Critters 3. So anyway, after that, like I forgot. I think like I don't know where do I draw it, but I couldn't find it, so I'm really sorry. But years after years later, it's finally evolved, I would say. Yeah, finally grow, finally evolve. I would say first is this. Look at this. This is so bad. It's supposed to be this one actually. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Yep. This is actually like one of my very first drawing of King Critters. Yes, oh dang it! I forgot to talk about them. Yes, so the name of my my very first original character is King Critters, and King Critters is supposed to be like this, the king of Krites. He's supposed to be a human but turned into Krites. It's really long. The lore is really long, and it's like it's really long, but I still kind of remembers it. But anyway, so this is the very first. I think this is my very first drawing of King Critters, and look at him. He looks so bad. Like he looks so simple, and like this is like the antagonist, and yeah. Anyway, after that I redraw him again. Into much more better than the previous one. It's this. So yeah, this one actually supposed to be my my biograph, but since it's camera, it's like perfect. And yeah, you get what I mean, right? But like, yeah, this is supposed to be him. I forgot when do I make this. It must have been like at least like junior high school, I'm pretty sure. I still made this with like drawing pen and like some of that coloring stuff. Of that, I still haven't used. Yeah, it was like watermarker. I think it's like those simple stuff. So yeah, that's my really simple King Critters. He's supposed to be a demon at this point, but he's like an anti-hero. So yeah. Alright, let's take a break from there, because like that's actually like one of the very first. No, I would say the second incarnation of King Critters, because the original it was a Krite, right? It was a Krite. First of all, first it's like from a human, but it turned into a Krite. I know it's weird, but now The second one is a demon. He is a demon, and I remind you again that this happened on my junior's high school year, which is like if you're living in Indonesia, which means like grade 7, I think, or 8, I forgot. But yeah, it's junior high school. I'm really young, and at that time, I my life is kind of it's kind of shit. It's kind of shitty, it's kind of bad. And yeah, like there you go, a really edgy character, I would say. So he basically like the king of demons. Like, I'm serious. I made the stories basically like the king of demons. He couldn't die. I'm serious. He couldn't die. If even like if he got decapitated or something, like he couldn't die. I'm serious. The only thing that can kill him is only God. Like, it's so edgy. It's so overpowered. It's like, and it's weird because like I made like antagonists as well, and like it's so obvious. Like when I think about like Back Again to the Past, like, oh my god, it's so obvious that the antagonist is going to lose. But then again, I'm really edgy back in the day, so I guess until now his character is still edgy, but I would say it's much better than the old one. He's an anti-hero. Until now, he is even an anti-hero. He's still an anti-hero. It's like the main protagonist anti-hero. So yeah, since he's a demon, he doesn't give a damn about human life. He doesn't give an F, an F about human life. So anyway, so let's jump really far because like I forgot. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like I have this habit of just making things and doesn't put a date. So I don't know when is this, but this is like basically like my updated version of King Creators. And King Creators, remember his name in the second incarnation first, and I'm pretty sure there is the second one is definitely the longest because like it took like, I don't know, 3 year, 4 year. Like it was until at the point of, I would say, senior high school that I started to change his name, because then I realized when I call him like King Creators, like it's kind of weird, and like, and it loses its meaning because like it's not a creator anymore. It's a demon. Why his name is still King Creators? It's so weird. Anyway, so yeah, this is him now. Not now. I mean, this is like the third incarnation. Yeah, and I'm really sorry that you couldn't look at the writing. This is basically like story, the story and stuff like that. So yeah, this is basically him. This is basically him, not like the third incarnation or something. So yeah, like it's pretty far, but so I'm really sorry about the writing because like I don't know about camera and stuff. So it's like, yeah, ignore the writing and ignore the human face. I couldn't draw human and stuff like that. And if you look, I'm really sorry if there is like sound. It's like from my chair as well. I don't know why it gives that creaking sound. It's really scary. Anyway, so yeah, this is the third one, and at this time, it's like he's still a demon, but at this time he also like fused with a human. The human's name is Takamura Henry. Yeah, I know. I like Japanese. I love Japanese culture. I love anime, stuff like that. So that's why like after this, like most of the time it will be like Japanese name, like those kind of name, So yeah, I mean, and I think like in this time he's still really OP as well. I still remember like before, like there's like I think like after a long year of like there's no weakness, I managed to create a weakness. Like there's this crystal, anoxylorite, if you want to know. I know it's a weird name, but this crystal is supposed to be like the kryptonite of him. And like in this one, basically he already have weakness, even though he's still OP. I still remember like he couldn't die. The only thing that could kill him is like a powerful demon, another powerful demon, or or stronger beings like God, soul disintegration, erased from existence, stuff like that. So yeah, like even like if he got like decapitated, he will still be alive. Uh, and yeah, and the other thing is that like I still remember like I always gave king creators like back in the day like nigh omnipotence. It's yeah. See, like I'm really edgy back in the day, and this one, the third one, this one, he's already no longer have nigh omnipotence. He only have the power to control all manipulation. So basically, like nigh omnikinesis. I know it's still OP, right? It's still OP. It's still like edgy as well. Like, my God, you know, like my past is like, and like I create like monsters like antagonists that like doesn't have this nigh, you know, omnikiness, omnipotent or something like that. And like it's so obvious to think that like it's like anime, right? And again, yeah, like anime has been like a huge thing for me, you know, a huge part of my life. So it's like when you say like my character's edgy, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna blatantly like say no. You know, nope. My character's not edgy. What the hell are you talking about? No. I'm not gonna. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna like decide to say no. I mean, yeah, of course. My like even like I do feel like my characters is really edgy. You know what I mean? But thankfully, after this, it started to get better. So in this one, I'm gonna talk a little bit more of this because like I think like he is like this incarnation of King Creators is like possibly one of my, you know, already developed one because he got fused with Takamura Henry. Remember that person? Yeah. So Takamura Henry is a human. His life is really sad. He's got like this traumatic history of his life, especially on schools. He got bullied a lot. He got pushed a lot. He got always being talked at, or like, yeah, he basically depressed, stressed, you know, all those problems that come from school, you know, especially to those like that are introvert and shy, which is that's Takamura Henry. He is a shy person. He is introvert person. He actually have like little to no friends, and even though like that, he actually like he wants to have someone, you know, like a girl, you know what I mean, and that's like the whole series up until, you know, I guess up until later on, which is the whole main series, is that Takamura Henry, even though he's a demon, and even though he's fused with a demon, and they both can, you know, manifest themselves. So basically, Takamura Henry can manifest himself, and also Azeroth himself can, or should I say, King Creators can manifest himself as well. Oh yeah, did I talk about that? Azeroth, yeah, I will talk about that. But so yeah, like just let's go back to the story. Okay, so basically, Takamura Henry. So even though he's like a demon, there is like this girl that's actually like likes and cares about him, and she actually wants to be friend with him and have a relationship later on. So yeah, in the end, they both, you know, have a relationship and finally marry. You know, like happy ending, yeah. You know, even though like he's a demon, you know, I mean like he's not a demon. He's got fused with a demon. He lived with a demon. He still have a wife, you know, a girlfriend. Beautiful one, you know. I mean, like, yeah, you know, then again, when you think about it, it's like, oh my god, yeah, I mean, we've seen this on Beauty and the Beast and stuff like that. So yeah, the main point thing is like, even though you're ugly, there's going to be someone, you know, or maybe, you know, even if you feel, you know, you're not handsome, or yeah, like a beast, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm pretty sure like there's going to be people out there that feels like they're not worth it, or they're like they don't feel like they're handsome and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure people like that will have, you know, their partner in the end of the day, you know. I'm pretty sure, you know. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's the third, I think. I, I, I really I didn't really keep like notes about this. So yeah, that's going to be the third. Let's move on to the fourth one. So the fourth incarnation. To be honest, I already forgot which one, but okay, it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. So this is my fourth incarnation. I forgot when is this. Then again, I'm really sorry. In this time around, King Craters already changed his name. Since King Craters, I feel like it's really too edgy, you know. It's just weird because like yeah, I already talked about it before, right? It's no longer Christ, it's a demon. So I changed his name into Azeroth or Sinura Azeroth. So that's the long name, Sinura Azeroth, and the short name is it's only Azeroth. So yeah. So this is basically like him on his throne, and this is like his true form. And it's like I don't know, like some centipede. No, what is this? It's a centipede, right? Yeah, it's a centipede. It should be a centipede. Yeah, it's like his power. You know, he can create this centipede to curse people or even hurt people. And it's like his mouth. Many fangs. Clearly inspired by Pennywise. If you don't know from it, the recent one, 2017, I think, I forgot. Yeah, so this is the fourth one, the fourth incarnation, and in this time around, he actually the same thing as well. He actually fused. He actually made a pact with Henry. Yes, it's I like. It's like years I've used the name Henry as my main character of the story, you know. And yeah, so in this version, in this incarnation, Henry is actually an orphan. So yeah, so basically Azeroth like possessed. Well, I wouldn't say possessed, but he took like refugee, or should I say use Henry as a vessel of him. And yeah, so it's basically like that. And he can share control over Henry's body and stuff like that. But this one, I think like this one is really OP as well. Yeah, but he's not as OP as the other one. Even though he's still OP, like even if you like decapitates him, he's still alive. Even if you destroy him with explosion, he will, you know, regenerate himself. Even if you throw him into a lava, he will regenerate himself. Because remember, he's a demon. He's not like, even though he is physical, you know, you can hurt him, you can shoot him with a shotgun, but in a sense, he's a demon. Even if you kill a demon with human object or human weapon, it won't happen. I'm sorry if you. Anyway, so yeah, and I think like it's supposed to be like this one, like his monster form. It's supposed to be like coming out from Henry's skin. So basically, Henry is human, right? So Henry will, like, if he decided to be, you know, decided to get out from Henry, he will tear his skin off and he will come out from the back or from the mouth or from the, you know, from the head. So it's basically like it's this disgusting gory stuff that and mess that he will left, you know, he will left. And since he's a demon, he's genderless, but he preferred to be a male, you know. So yeah, and like this is supposed to be like a one story thing. Yeah, and like it's really short lived because like after this it's like he decided to actually like revive Henry. So basically, yeah, so basically now he looks like this instead of the he basically looks like this instead of this. because he already revived Henry, and they both can manifest themselves. Like there's going to be Henry, and also there's going to be Azeroth or King Raiders. I'm just gonna call him Azeroth now, because like I'm going to use that name Azeroth again later on. And yeah, so this is basically his form when Henry got reincarnated or revived. So that's the story of the fourth one. Yes. Now let's go. Wow, that is so heavy. I've got like tons of books. Like it's like sometimes that's so heavy. So this is the fifth one. In this one, Azeroth is much more monstrous, I would say. He still has Henry, and like, yeah, it's still Henry. I shit you not, it's still Henry. And like, well, right now at least he got a Japanese name, Fumihara Ryuichi. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I think like I made this one like on my senior year, grade. I forgot. I think it was like the second grade or the first grade. I forgot. But yeah. So in this one, he actually, I don't think I made like his real form, because like most of the time in here, he literally just like proxy or even like should I say like the fake form, but the real form, it should be like the before, like the fourth, the third incarnation. It should be looking like that, because like that's like his you know, his what I would say, his, you know, his appearances, you know, his normal appearance, I would say. And this is like his proxy form, or it's like the flash form. It's like the closest to his true form. So yeah, as you can see from here, he looks so flashy, and also really got that tons of teeth as well. So yeah, again, inspired by Pennywise mouth. It's a little bit weird if you see it, because like I don't know how to make mouth back then. Like, what is this? Why is a teeth? Like, it's supposed to be like this one in the on the next one, like behind, supposed to be close, but it's really weird. It's really weird. It's like a really mistake. It's a mistake that I made, and yeah, and yeah. So that's the thing. There's also tons of, like, if you see, like, maybe it's like detailed. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but if you can't, basically there's like tons of tarantula or spider mouth here, and in here as well. So it's supposed to be looking like that. And besides, like, his main of like inspiration and reference coming from spider, which in turn he could become a giant spider. This is actually his true form. Like, this is his true form. Can you guys see it? Yeah, it's large. It's A4. It's A4, and you can see that he got like two mouth. This is like a little, like, it's looking like more of like a spider or tarantula. Also, it's looking like a tarantula because it got that huge fangs, like that huge two fangs in here, and like it's like the tongue, tentacle tongue, because of course, right, demon stuff, you know, like that's like the abdomen of the spider. And yeah, I actually really like this design. So I would say, like, it looks too big, you know, like Azeroth is supposed to be like this demon that's like not this big, you know, not this big, but like yeah. So even I enjoy making him on this form, the fifth one. yeah, the fifth incarnation. Uh, Still like I would prefer like when he's like this one, you know, because like on the story, like it's really rare for him to need to be big, you know. The thing that I actually found it like hate from, the thing that I don't like from this like design, this incarnation, is that even though he's still the story is still the same. I'm serious, the story is still the same. Like just like the original one, he usually works alone. He rarely, you know, he, because he's so powerful, right? Like the only thing that can kill him in this is even like still like God, you know, like maybe exorcism, so he can be banished to hell. So in the end, he's not that OP, but to think about it, like he's still a demon, right? Demon is pretty much OP, you know. So yeah. Also, like, yeah, I mean, I like Tarantula. That's why like there's tons of inspiration and reference to those eight-legged freaks in here, which is really cool, you know, like a spider demon infused with a, you know, so it becomes this abomination, you know, with Azeroth, you know. Is there anything that I would say? I wouldn't say anything. It's actually like the least. I would say this is the least favorite of mine because of the true form. Like I just don't like how it ended up, even though it kind of looks cool, right? I guess it kind of does looks cool, but like I don't know. I don't really like it anyway. Now it's time to move on to the final incarnation. Until now, this is recent, really recent. 2020, I made this character, and let me tell you a story about before. First of all, before I show you the final one. Well, I mean, if you already look at the Instagram or even the thumbnail, you already know which one is this are going to be the final one. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of artwork that I haven't shown you all about this character, about King Critters, or should I say Azeroth. There's going to be a lot of artwork that I haven't, you know, show to you guys, because like I've drawn a lot of my own character artwork and stuff like that, so it's really tough. And anyway, so yeah, when I made this final incarnation, I think about like the original one. Who is King Critters? Who's the reference? Who's the main inspiration? Which is the main inspiration is an alien, right? It's an alien. It's a Krite. It's a cosmic being. And I'm pretty sure you already know where this is going to. So I made this design in a sense that he goes back to the original one. This is like a reincarnation of the original one. That's the like, and the good thing about this is that there's no more of that Henry bullshit. There's no more of that character that named Henry. It's so lazy of me to just call every single my main character to be like Henry, King Critters, Azeroth. It's like, yeah, but like change the main character, right? You know, I've become so bored with the name of Henry, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, so, and this time around, he's a cosmic being, and tada. So that's him. That is his true form. Alright, so that's is his true form. Oh, I'm really sorry. Dang, the light. Yeah, okay, so that's his true form. Bunch of tentacles, really long, and just like his mouth. He got 2 eyes now, as you can see. On his head there is 5 tentacles, goes back. And yeah, this is basically his true form. And this is his weapon. Or should I say his Messiah Endero. So let me talk about a little bit about the lore now. So you can see this on the story on my Instagram, because I use Instagram a lot of times. So on this story, on this lore, Shakeha is a universe, or should I say it's a no, not universe. It's a like a galaxy, a planet. Inside of that, inside of that galaxy, inside of that, like, yeah, like galaxy, I would say. There's this tons of different cosmic beings, range from God. There's 12 God, but now there's only 9 because 3 of them, guess what? Got killed by Azeroth. Got killed by him. And yeah, and he's actually a demigod. Funny enough, how come he can kill God, right? And they're like, 3 God? But how? And that will be explained later on, especially on the later story, on the prequel. But I'm just gonna say, it took like multiple demigod to even kill a single god. And like, what's the story here? What's the main story of him and Shakeha? So on Shakeha, every single cosmic beings that are demigod, even like lower than demigod, but not in the sense of a species or a species. I mean, or monster that are only one but only acts according to its nature, which is to consume and eat. But for those that have brains, for, intelligence, I mean, can talk, can move, can walk, can do more than just eat or destroy or consume, they will have their own weapon, which is called Messiah Endero. Messiah Endero is a special and unique weapon to each of these cosmic beings. So every single cosmic beings have different. One is different than the other, and the other also different than the others. So it's special to their own. So what's his specialty? And yes, he's actually OP as well. Because guess what? He already killed 3 gods. But in the end, even though he killed 3 gods, he needs friend. He needs an acquaintance to help him. He's not perfect. He's not a god. He can die. And his weakness, just like any other Shakeha being, is Messiah Endero. Their own weapon can kill them. So if he got decapitated, or if his head, well, I wouldn't say decapitated, I would say that his head, his brain, all of his head portion got destroyed and blown off by a Messiah Endero, he will die. He will be dead. Like, I'm serious, he will be dead. He won't be like the other incarnation of King Creators of Azeroth. Well, right now his name is no longer just Azeroth, and it's not Sinura Azeroth as well. His name is Nurbina Azeroth. So it's Nur and then space. There's like those apostrophe on top. Bina space Azeroth. So yeah, he can die. He eventually can die by the hand of another cosmic being. And to be honest, if there's a god who actually wants to kill him, and if that said god like had suggest a plan, and to work together before he actually managed to kill the third god, he will die. He can be easily killed, because like when he already killed the third god, he basically already have the power equivalent to a god. And like that's the thing. I mean, their gods, Shakeha gods, is so selfish. They are always work alone. They never, they did talk to each other. They plan, but they never work together. That's like one of the exploits. That's one of the weakness for the gods. So he can use that weakness to kill gods. So anyway, let's talk about him. He's a demigod that's already killed 3 gods, right? I already talked about that. His nickname is God Slayer, the God Slayer. He had control over 4 galaxies and capable of devouring and changing these same galaxies, including Earth. So yeah, Shakeha is like really, really far from Earth. It's like really, really far. And like his personality is actually quite calm. He's calm. He hates to interrupt other people's problem. he doesn't want to go inside other people's problem. He thinks that people's problem or other beings, other human, like those low life beings, is like their own problem. He won't help them unless like they really need him, or even like it's threatening their planet that they live in, such as Earth. What's about Earth? Earth once again become the main role and plot of the story. I'm really sorry. Okay. So on Earth, later on there will be his nemesis who's going to destroy Earth, and Azeroth loves Earth, but he doesn't love human. He loves the nature of Earth. He sees nature, animals, plants is special. It's something that's beautiful and are worth saving and keeping. That's why he had a reason why to care about Earth, why he needs to save planet Earth. And yeah, a lot of people, and even like a couple of characters who already heard about like his reason why will say that he's actually like a nature freak. He's a freak of like why? He's an alien. Why would he care about humans nature? Well, it was explained that turns out he believed on the past. He believed that there is a God who creates this planet. He believes in Adam and Eve. He believes that God creates nature and animal. He believes that he's actually one of those fallen angels. Remember those stories from the Bible? Fallen angels, it's the demon stuff. But even though he's fallen because of human actions towards animals. Humans have sinned, have become a sinner, and like acts really hateful to animals. Even like they will hurt animals, right? They will burn forests and stuff like that. And that's why he become mad. He become angry to God. Why would he let his creation to destroy his other creation? And that's why he wants to kill human. He doesn't think human as a special being, which in turn he become a fallen angel. But he never said that he's a demon. So now you get what I mean, right? There's some component from the first incarnation and also from the later on incarnation. There's a demon, but he's not a demon. Also, there's an alien part of it, which is he's actually an alien, he's a cosmic being from Shakeha, really far away from Earth. So yeah, that's what he believed. But there's a catch. The catch is that not all Shakeha beings believe that they all created by God. Remember, there is their own God, right? Remember, there's like 12 gods, which is now, since 3 are dead, 9 gods left, and they believe that 9 gods is the one who creates them, are the lives on the planet, and also all in the universe. So yeah, that's basically it. And like, the OP thing about him is that he can change reality. Maybe I will talk about him more, but since this video is focused on my OC, on my very first original character that I already developed so far into my story and until these years, that means it's already close. That's the end of it. That's the very recent incarnation of Azeroth. From first an alien to become a demon and an alien again. That's the story of my main, until now it's like my main anti-hero, main character, and also my very first original character that I've made. So yeah, now we're almost to the minute of 40. And yeah, it's pretty long. I'm really sorry if this is a really long video, but like I have tons in my mind to explain you guys, especially those who cares about my story, about like the character story and also the character's background and powers and stuff. I really do appreciate you guys if you guys likes those kind of stuff, those story. And that's basically my artwork, and you guys finally see my artwork, what it looks like. So yeah, that's my artwork, and it's basically traditional. So yeah, now it's already 40 minutes mark, and the next video I still going to think about it. Maybe I want to explain a little bit more about the new Azeroth now, this Shakeha universe. I also want to talk about that. It's basically my story that I'm developing now, currently developing now. Most of them on my Instagram. So yeah, you know, I will say it again. I remind you again to please go check my Instagram. It's not for promoting, but it's for, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say it's promoting, right? Because if you want to look at my artwork, it's basically most of them are there on my Instagram. You can also read the things like the story, the lore, and stuff around Shakeha and the season that is currently progressing. Right now, I'm making on my drawing, on my traditional, it's already season 4, but on my Instagram it's still season 3. So please, you know, if you want to see more, yeah, go ahead to there. And probably maybe the next video I will talk about more about my art, about my like my rules of being an artist, of being a designer, I'll say, creature designer, character design. Yeah. So, anyways, please do support me on Patreon. Also, please do subscribe to me. Click the notification bell, the notification, whatever. Like the video if you like it. Dislike if you hate it. You know, if you don't like it, you know, it's okay. I'm totally fine with it. Share, comment, you know, comment and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video, which is, it should be going to be around Tuesday. And for the Patreon, it's going to be around Monday. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been long enough, and goodbye.